And if you guys are interested in watching that, there is the Brazilian caster out there, Cosmos, right?
Yes, Cosmos is the Brazilian caster. Meanwhile, if you want to tune in to the Spanish stream, Horace and his co-caster Enki are casting in Spanish.
Yeah.
I love how they're collaborating.
I was gonna say, they usually do their own streams, don't they?
Yeah, they usually do their own streams, so it's really cool that they're...
Sick. I bet that's cool. Like two of the main Spanish casters casting together.
They've joined forces.
Actually, might quit casting and just tune into them. Mid-final series. Yeah, right. I'm too much of a fan of these two players right here.
Oh boy.
And something to note, I guess I'm kind of ruining the intro, but Black Knight Gaming, man, Brazilian, they got the Brazilian scene on lock.
Oh yeah.
They must be a happy team right now. And ladies and gentlemen, I do not ever get tired of introducing this player in this tournament. It is the final matchup here of DreamHack Masters Open Latin American for the summer 2020. This is the qualifier number 3, the final matchup for these two players. It's a best of 5. Winner takes it all. One qualifies, one goes home with nothing. In the bottom left-hand corner, this is Eternal Empire. Here we have the teamless, that's right, you heard it here, the teamless player from Peru. It's all on the line here. Can he take it? It's Ryu.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have one of the many Brazilian players left in this tournament. Representing Black Knight Esports, it is nanO.
God, every game that goes by, my heart just beats a little bit faster.
Oh god, yeah, it's the battle of the Brazilians right now. Like, Ryu was able to take out Terran, but now he's up against one of the best Protosses, if not the best Protoss in Brazil.
Yeah. Maybe even top 4 in Latin America.
Yeah, it's
in the darking.
yeah. I mean, it's hard to place him against Parker, Mike, and Dastan. We just haven't casted enough of nanO to know where he falls.
But you know, to note, Dastan isn't in the qualifier match, and nanO is.
True. This is very true. This is a sad truth that we have to come to. The realization that so many fallen people already. So many of like darker names got taken out by nanO as well. Like Halfbreed. Like oh god.
I can't believe Darking got taken out in round 1.
I know, right? That was the biggest upset. That was the biggest upset. Darking was taken out.
On Father's Day, they took out the godfather of Latin American StarCraft.
The disrespect. The disrespect right there.
Yeah. All right, so we're getting to those supply counts. Actually, not yet, but soon he should be taking the third base. Is this probe gonna stop it?
Yeah, we'll see if he does scatter. We'll see if Ryu goes for some kind of 2-base shenanigans.
For the probe already.
Yeah. Meanwhile.
Twilight. We're gonna see Resonating Glaives, I think.
Yeah, we could see Resonating Glaives. We've seen like DTs be pretty popular as well, like off of Dark Shrine.
Yeah, so it could be. That's weird to say. It's either DTs or Resonating Glaives. There's no longer the days of Zealot leg openers or Blink Stalker openers. I mean, I could be thrown for a loop here, and there could be some sort of crazy cheese here. No third base yet? Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, he does throw down to third base. Meanwhile, Evrobo is thrown down for nanO. And yeah, we'll see if a Dark Shrine gets thrown down or if Resonating Glaives gets started. There it is.
Resonating Glaives and Ryu. I kind of love this from Ryu. It makes me feel good that I do it. He always gets Overlord speed.
Yeah, I love this as well.
He leaves an extra 2 drones on the gas there. You should just have 1 there, and then when Link speed finishes up, usually put it back on gas, but he stays on the 2 Lings on gas, 2 drones on gas. He gets to Overlord speed. He's going to get in. He should be able to tell it's Resonating Glaives.
Yep.
And he has a little bit of time because there's no gates down yet. Ooh. Okay, here you go.
Yep, he spots everything that there is to spot. He sees the gateways being thrown down, the upgrade on the way as well, so he should know what's coming, and he already has a Roach Warren on the way.
He even sees the 3rd pylon down in the main, which lets him know there's no hidden pylons anywhere. Yeah, he's even going for another scout to confirm that all the gates are being warped in, because that's when you know they're coming for an attack, when the gates are done. Yeah. He sees all the adepts here. He put the Roach Warren down, actually, before he ever went in for a scout, so... I think against a Protoss, it's kind of like mandatory. You got to put it down. Like normally, I think most people put down a Roach Warren in like the 4-minute, 4:30, but he put it down in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it does kind of depend on your preferred playstyle. Like yesterday, we saw Panda Bear Me go for Mass Ling, right? Ling Bane. So there are different ways to play this matchup, but being a little bit more standard, we do see roaches on the way for Ryu.
Yeah, it is getting intense, man. I think Ryu's gonna hold this perfectly fine and completely shut this down, and even a spine's already done. This is great.
I love having a spine.
I feel like he should put it in the mineral line, though.
Definitely. It would be better in the mineral line, but we'll see how it does here as the Adepts are already here across the map.
Oh my god, nanO has to transition quick. There's no Dark Templar Shrine follow-up. There's no third base follow-up here yet. I feel like nanO's needs to do something else here.
Yeah, he's playing this very scared, very safely. A little bit concerning because you kind of have to deal some kind of damage with these Adepts.
I think he's already given up on the Adepts.
Yeah, and I love how
batteries back at home.
Yeah, and the Overlord just went in just to make sure there wasn't a Dark Shrine follow-up as well, just making sure that there wasn't any other like follow-up tech.
This is kind of strange. Normally when Resonating Glaives is used, you see like shades, explosions, roaches, lings, every base going blinking at the same time, and here we saw nothing.
Yeah.
Which went in, they stalled the spine, the roaches, and just went back home.
The Adepts went out, and now he's expanding again, immediately spotted by the Overlord. Ryu knows that the aggression has ended, that nanO is trying to expand, and this could signify once, as long as this War Prism gets dealt with, for Ryu to counterattack.
Yeah, I think this is just really good for Ryu.
Yeah, 100%. Like he even has
we know Protoss has to cause damage in the early game to slow down the Zerg, and not a single damage has been dealt. One probe went down for nanO, one Ling went down for Ryu, as well as an Overlord.
Yeah.
I guess the scouting Overlord went down, but yeah, really no losses here. 6 minutes in. And he's going to see that even a fourth base right in his face, too.
Yeah, honestly, I was expecting the Adepts to be landed to try and deny it.
Turkey Dano 2-0'd Xeno, and now he's going to go up against Eric in the finals, I think. I don't think Eric's won yet.
Yeah, Eric, it doesn't confirm that Eric has taken out the Zerg Lord. In a ZVZ, you know, strange things can happen. We'll see what happens with Eric and the Zerg Lord. But in the meantime, here we...
Dropper Lord.
Yeah, he does.
I think he saw it.
Oh, well, he sees it now. He sees them as they do have a different skin.
Ooh.
And yeah, so again, like these Adepts just haven't done anything yet. I love the Dropper Lord idea, and we'll see if they get incorporated, or if they're, you know, kind of a fake out. Again, we've seen Ryu throw down a bunch of Niduses and just not do anything with them. So
yeah, it's anybody's guess here. Oh, I think he's gonna go for a Doom drop, but Banes or Roaches? Ravager, Roach Ravager Bane Doom drop.
Yeah, we'll see what he ends up doing with this. Again, I don't know if it's necessary. That's a lot of sentries with this army. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh.
So he should be going for like Immortals and Storm. I don't know.
Yeah, he's using his Robo to go for AoE instead. He's getting Colossus, so he's actually stopping his Immortal production, which I don't know if that's the right call. Like, Immortals are amazing against Roach Ravager compositions, but he's opting not to go for them instead.
Yeah, I think with that many shields, though, he can just zone out any army he wants.
This is true. It does.
Harnessing his inner zest.
Oh my god, and this War Prism is doing so well scouting. It's on top of the army, so he knows if he ever moves out. So because of that, Ryu, he's feeling pretty safe right now, and we could see him take another base as well. Both players are being pretty passive. Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh, nice. Both players are being safe, but excellent with the scouting. Like, nanO can follow this army around all day with the War Prism, and Ryu has Ling speed, or Overlord speed, and he can just see everything as well. They pretty much are both just scouting each other perfectly, and it's gonna be difficult to see who actually gets the better engagement.
Yep.
Here it is. So lurkers do work good against Protoss, in my opinion.
Yes, they're definitely better in this matchup. I will say, like they can do extremely well, but the army is here. He won't have enough time to get his lurkers out. Yeah,
it can counteract any blinks on top of the army. You can't really blink on top of an army with lurkers. And if he gets the I think he's gonna Baneling drop on top.
He's gonna try.
No!
He's gonna try.
Oh my god!
He's gonna try
madman
on the sentries. He's going for it.
Do it! Oh my god! He's going for it. He's gonna drop on the sentries. He's gonna try and destroy everything. They're kiting back. He's not gonna be able to do it. Is he? Here it comes. He dropped. He took out a good majority of the army, but he didn't get all the sentries.
Yeah.
And there's not many force fields left here, though. There's only one sentry with a couple force fields.
Ooh, the
Drop
Overlord
gets
taken
target
out.
fire down. Yeah. More Ravagers coming in, though. I don't think this army can be beat here.
We'll see. There isn't that much energy left for force fields, so maybe Ryu has enough to take this out. Like, the army is
nanO
getting
has
smaller
to
and
take out
smaller.
that base and leave. Yeah. nanO has to just get out of there, try and do some damage and get out, but he can't completely shut down Ryu right here.
Yeah, and I just realized, I'm not too sure if it went down during the engagement, but where's the War Prism for nanO? Like, where are the reinforcements for this army?
Yeah, he doesn't have a War Prism. Oh, yeah, he does. It's back at home. Maybe he just made it. I guess he got taken out. Oh, God, he's getting a little bit more shield energy. He's eating a lot of corrosive biles, but his base is going to go down. And behind this, Ryu has not taken a fourth base. Why is he not taking a fourth base?
Yeah, only just now. It's so late. He should have realized that he wouldn't be able to hold that position, and now his fourth base is so late. I would like to see him double expand, actually, to try and catch up as nanO is taking his own fourth.
I like this. He's going for a Ling run by. He should be able to notice the fourth base, but, man, he's really going to have to try to hold on here against this Stalker and Colossus army.
And where are the lurkers? Like, the lurker den has been done for so long, only just now starting. They're not ready for this.
I think he can hold off with enough corrosive biles though, but 6 lurkers should be good. With the upgrade from the hive tech, the lurkers do outrange the Colossus, so I get what he's going for here. He just needs to buy time, and this is exactly what he needs. 13 probes going down, forcing an Orphan back at home. At the same time, going for that base again. Lurkers are now exposed.
The lurkers are done though. They're here. They're ready for this engagement. So defensively, like, I want to give the edge to Ryu, but
there's no vision here. There's no vision here for nanO.
And he maneuvers down up here, so now he can fire upon the hatchery from the high ground.
Yeah. I think Ryu should go first round. He just needs to move the lurkers up. There's no vision, but I don't think he knows that.
Yeah.
Yes, if he was back here with some lurkers as well, that would have been perfect.
Oh, and I love this. Roach counterattack.
Yeah, there's nothing here because he keeps warping sellouts for defense, and the Roaches are pretty good at that. He does get a cancel on that third base, though, or the fourth base there. He's going to recall his army. That is great. Ryu should go ahead and jump on the remaining army.
Yeah, the remaining army does escape, and Ryu, now he has the freedom to expand. He's expanding towards his opponent right now. I don't know about this.
He wants to, I think it's a good call here. If he can get the lurker sieged up right there, he can get a really strong positioning there to just keep pushing and deny that base down there with the high gas income and the base behind it.
Yeah, I'm just worried because at the moment there's no creep spread there. Like, there's nothing really to defend that base. So and nanO, he's not letting him maneuver his army. He's out here in the middle of the map, and Ryu is forced to keep his lurkers here as well.
But the good thing is he abandoned taking that high, the rich mineral gas geyser, that base down there, because nanO can just keep attacking that all day long. And this is kind of good. nanO's trying to posture to that side and trying to poke on that side, and he's not going in, so he's not seeing that there's actually no base there. Oh, God. He's like, how to do, folks? We're all on our way to work here. Like, wait, you don't work in this sector.
Yeah. And meanwhile, disruptors are coming out. Disruptors are going to do amazingly against lurkers as well. I do think that we have a couple of upgrades for the lurkers. The lurker burrow is finishing up.
Yes. He abducted all of them.
And
killed all of them. He get out of there.
Yeah, they all go down.
Oh my God, that was so good. Wow, he actually blinked and somehow attacked 2 of the Vipers at once.
Yeah, and the lurkers weren't in position to protect the Vipers, so
disruptors are so good for the lurkers.
Yeah, they're so good.
He's got to split his lurkers up. And here comes the big engagement. Okay, nice. I don't think we're gonna get one big engagement just quite yet, but a lot of posturing, a lot of shooting back and forth.
Like, he only has 2 disruptor shots with this army, so once 2 go off, then his army is vulnerable, and we could see Ryu take advantage of that. And at the same time, he's actually saturating. He's counterattacking with roaches.
He's doing pretty good here.
Yeah.
I think Ryu can do it as he's taken out this 4th base here for nanO. It was really hard for him to get his footing and get his 4th and 5th base up, but now he's done it. Ooh, can he get that disruptor? But he secured his 4th base now, and the thing is, I'm just going to quickly check the vision here. nanO does not know about that 4th or 5th base.
He has no idea. He has no idea that these bases have been taken, but now he should finally see it, and once he does, the army isn't really here. Yeah, he's not here to defend the base.
Yeah. And Ryu cannot go down this ramp with all these disruptors. That's not a good idea. No, Ryu, don't do it.
No.
The disruptors take out half of the lurker count. And it missed on that last one, but there's vision here now. Good pickups. Luckily, it's one disruptor shot does not completely kill a lurker.
Yeah, and just like that, Ryu, he was looking in such a good position, but losing so many lurkers like that, that kind of equalizes the armies for both players.
Yeah, and interesting, someone looked up the MMR, and these players aren't very far off in MMR. Like 500 difference, so 500 is not that much difference.
Yeah.
It is, kind of sounds like a lot, but in a dicey game like this, it could still go anyway. He's not even attacking what he... I think he had his lurkers on like stop or something, stop command, so they don't attack.
Yeah.
Oh, good tag here. He's got to pull back now.
Yeah, he needs to reposition all his lurkers. They're all kind of exposed right now. The disruptors.
Oh, a lot of disruptors go down. A lot of the lurkers go down, and it looks like nanO can just blink onto this army and continue to push it. Oh my God, huge disruptor shots. I don't even know if they went off. I don't know what we're seeing. A blinding cloud on top of all. The stalkers have to retreat. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh my God, that was so close. Like, it was so necessary for Ryu to do that and just barely hold on. I don't know if I like this. Ryu, he's expanding to the top left. Like, everything's happening here on the top left of the map. Expand to the south, man. Just like, it's
well,
a lot.
There will be a sellout run by for him there.
Yeah. There is a zealot run by, but there is plenty of stack defense.
This is so interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a game played like this on this map. That was really good. One thing I noticed about Ryu is he's got some sniper vision with those Vipers. Like, we saw him abducting cloaked ghosts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he sees everything. He sees all.
He abducted ghosts mid nuke fire. Like, it's coming down for nuke, and I love this transition. Now nanO is going into that Sky Toss army. Yeah,
we do see carriers on the way, and honestly, I'm a little bit worried for Ryu because now nanO, he's taking his 5th base undisturbed, and meanwhile, the bases of Ryu are under fire. Like, he's under a lot of pressure right now. He is finally expanding to the south, but at the same time, nanO is rotating down as well.
Yeah, he needs to abduct that freaking Oracle. It keeps tagging him.
Yeah, the Oracle, and there's also an Observer there as well.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Good splits, good pickups. God, this has just been a never-ending slugfest. Neither of these players have given either.
They're all going down.
All of the disruptors go down. That is huge. And he's gonna get out of there. Minimal losses here.
Oh my God! Like the abducts for Ryu was so on point. All the AOE is gone for nanO. He's forced back, but at the same time, maybe he doesn't care. Carriers are finally here.
Yeah, he's got 2 more disruptors in this army. He's got so many blink stalkers. The carriers are out. He has a lot of shield. He even has some Archons thrown in there. I guess that's his only AoE is like the massive amount of Archons. He has so many Archons, actually. I'd like to see Ryu start abducting Archons.
That would be nice. At the same time, Spire is done for Ryu. We do see Corruptors on the way as well, and that's going to help a lot against the Sky Toss.
And what is he going to do against these Stalkers?
Nothing.
Oh my God, there's still 2 disruptors in here. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh God.
These armies are non-stop moving. Imagine playing a 17-minute game where you don't stop moving your army while macroing and microing and trying to get your economy settled. These players are... This is top-level Zerg and Protoss right here.
Oh, the Vipers are getting sniped.
Oh my God! He doesn't have enough Corruptors to even take that out.
Yeah, it looks like he will.
Hydras. Okay, he will.
He will get one, and... Yeah, that was a good trade for Ryu. Like, you can see now the supplies are starting to differ between them. Ryu, he's fully saturated on 5 bases. He has the top left. He's taking the bottom right as well. nanO has stopped harassing.
Oh my God, Ryu's slowly whittling down nanO, and every time nanO tries to engage, he loses a large chunk of his army. He's losing. I like this though. He's transitioning. He's getting zealots. He didn't have zealots before. Those will close the gap, tank some shots. He's also now getting
Storm.
What does he get? Storm. That's what he's getting. Yeah, he's getting Storm, which is huge here. That'll help tremendously. I think he should have got it a long time ago, but.
Yeah,
Storm and carriers and Archons with some zealot run-bys is what nanO needs to win.
I completely agree. Like,
Ryu's doing good here.
5 minutes ago, getting Storm would have been amazing against like the Hydra Lurker composition. It would have been so good, but only just now getting it. It does lose the upper left-hand base to the Zealots though.
Yep. And thank you, Dogging, for your update. Eric 2-0 Zerg Lord.
Ooh.
Eric versus Turkey Dano in the final other qualifying match. We might jump into that if this ends here. Storm's going down. Huge abducts. Not even enough
he doesn't
output here
to
take out the carriers. He's got to get out of there. He puts a blinding cloud on.
There's
I don't
nothing to
know
support
what.
the carriers. They're naked. He
Oh
can finally
my
go for them.
god. He can just keep getting them, and the Hydras can just move up. The Lurkers can move up and take out this base. I don't think there is vision here. Eventually, this will get cleaned up, but a lot of damage is going to be done here for nanO.
Three
Are we going to
carriers,
see Ryu
4
take
carriers
game number
go
1
down.
here?
That's it.
Ryu takes it. GG is called. Somehow Ryu, in a 20-minute convincing game, is able to take it. nanO, GG's out. What a game number 1. Light. What did we just see?
That was
Lurkers
beautiful.
are back in.
The Lurkers are back in.
This is. Did Ryu invent this? Who taught this to Ryu? It is straight Ling into Lurker. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's more of an older school style that we used to see a lot
Yeah.
like a year ago.
He's bringing it back.
He's
A
bringing
year
it
ago. I
back.
thought it was like 2 years ago.
It's been a while. But
Who does this anymore?
The problem with this composition is that so often Protoss would go Storm and just shut it down. But nanO, there was no Storm at all. It was only at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was the big kicker there. He had a great army. I think the thing is he kept trying to engage. Excuse me. He kept trying to engage Ryu here and there, like, oh, I'll take a little bit of army here. But in reality, he was just losing. He would get into the Lurkers, lose Archons, lose Stalkers, and then they'd abduct a Colossus or a Disruptor, and like, he just couldn't afford those abducts there.
Yeah.
Even feedbacks would have been great.
Feedbacks, yeah, like the abducts were doing so well for him. Like getting all of those.
Imagine if you had a bunch of Stormy boys, High Templar, and then just before Storm even finished, just feedbacked everything. That would have been able to help him so much. But oh my god, that was just game number 1. And I don't like to look at the viewer count, but the viewer count's high. You guys have stuck around and watched, so you guys know this is a good matchup. We saw him in the last. We've seen him plenty today. Spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of EverDream LE. This is a best of 5 series. He is up 1. He's teamless, representing Peru, and Zergs everywhere. It is the last non-Brazilian to exist in the qualifiers here. It is Ryu.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of EverDream LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player representing Black Knight Esports. It is nanO.
I'm surprised all the casters stayed here instead of going for Eric.
Yo, they know. They know. They know. We've got this time. We actually have an extra caster. Cosmos jumped in as well. So now,
yeah, Cosmos jumped in here.
We have all the regions here: Spanish, Brazil, English. We're all covering this, and I mean, I don't blame them. Right? It's great.
The Brazilian caster opted to not cast the Brazilian tournament. I mean, I guess it's more of a matchup because Eric and Turkey Dano, a Brazilian's going to win for sure, but
yeah.
Here, it's anybody's game.
Exactly. And again, Eric versus Turkey Dano, like that could be a bit of like a one-sided series. It depends.
Yeah.
Like,
it's gonna be a meme fest for sure. I don't think Turkey Dano's gonna play a straight-up game against Eric.
Yeah. There's no reason for him to. There's gonna be like cannon rushes and proxies. Like in its own right, it will be an entertaining series. Very different to this one, but yeah.
Yeah, for those of you asking for the bracket in the chat, you don't need it. It's just Ryu and nanO left. This is a qualifying match. Even being a little cautious, looking for a proxy pylon over there.
Yeah, he was just kind of scouting. And again, like it is also good to look at the bracket just to see everyone who has fallen, how, like
who they fell to,
the journeys of these players, as players like Paco Mike, Dark Unnamed, Terran, Sinner, they've all fallen, and now we have our top 4.
Yeah, and so far only Zergs have qualified. One Protoss from Chile Darkness, the new old school player that came back and shocked the world with his Protossery. And here we are. Is Ryu gonna be the 5th? I believe it's the 5th Zerg to come out of the Latin American qualifiers, or is he just gonna be out and give it to a Protoss? Is nanO gonna be the 2nd Protoss to qualify?
We'll see. I mean, nanO, he also looked pretty good in that game on Eternal Empire. There were a lot of moments where he just caught so many lurkers out of position, and even pushing out before the lurkers came out. Like, remember, he was able to deny the 4th base of Ryu to the south and just apply so much pressure. But slowly over time, Ryu, he came back in and he kind of ground nanO down.
Ryu, the Viper God, is his new name for me, because every single game he just he rushes into tech, and we're like, oh, he's going lurkers, he's going ultras. No, Ryu's main goal is to get Vipers out. I think.
Yeah.
Him and Vipers. Name a better combination. Name a better duo. I'll wait.
You're gonna be waiting for a while, and
yeah, because there isn't one. But one thing I won't be waiting for is some cheeky plays here. I love this. DT's coming up, but as always, Ryu with the Overlord speed.
Yeah, it feels a little bit late though. Like he is working on that Overlord speed, but it's gonna be a while before they move out. Yeah, the Dark Shine is gonna finish before it gets scouted.
But he's already putting down the spores. He's got the Roach Warren out. He's got Queens, and I think he'll be able to scout it right as it warps in.
Yeah.
Well, if he warps in right here, he can attack it and see it. But yeah, let's go for the Warp Prism.
3 DTs.
Go for the Warp Prism.
They're on the way.
Get it.
There's no detection.
Get it. Oh no.
He has to protect this ward. He has to protect it.
Oh my god.
He does it. It survived.
They're going for the Warp Prism. They can still get it though. There's not enough army here.
Oh no.
This third base is going to go down. Oh my god, what are we witnessing?
Yeah.
I love it. ZVP, we got it all. We got Vipers, we got Lurkers, we got DTs in a Warp Prism, and they're going to be able to take out this base.
Yeah, the
He needs to posture a little bit more to the side. There you go.
Yeah,
get
the
it
backup
and get
score
out of
is
there.
here, but the DPS is too high. He gets the base, and just like that, nanO is ahead. Wow.
Yeah, Jesus. What a play.
Good. Yeah, it's just well
and now
played.
he's going to Blink Stalkers. What is this transition?
Yeah, interesting. So he's going for Blink Stalkers, he's going for his upgrades as well. Forge is on the way, and Ryu, he's so far behind now. He's stuck on 2 bases, only now starting Lair as well. He doesn't have very much gas either. This is such a good
the
start.
positioning of the Spore Crawler. Why is this a thing now? We see this a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it does cover the ramp, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. I kind of want to ask for you, but obviously not anytime soon. It's not a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting placement there. He is top level player as we see him here in the finals. So it's interesting to wonder. But regardless, I think nanO's going to go for a big 2-base all in.
Yeah. I mean, here we go. We do see him. We do see him taking a 3rd base. He's working on his upgrades as well. We've yet to see like a big gateway explosion. Only 3 gateways so far, but yeah, we'll see what kind of army composition he goes for. There it is. Zealot legs on the way as well.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's gonna get like Zealots, Stalkers, Immortals, and Sentries. Just good old fashioned all in.
Yeah.
Whoever's asking about the other game, if we have time after this, we'll get into Turkey Dano and Eric if they're still playing. If it's over though, we will not. There might be someone else streaming it if you want to look.
Yes.
You can go check. But
so, the matches are being played simultaneously. They aren't being held for us. So there should be, I believe Romsley, the Spanish caster, is casting Eric. So it will be done in Spanish. I don't know if there are any English casters left because a bunch of them did go to bed. I did see, I think...
boring old English casters going to bed at 8 p.m.
Yeah, I hope Steadfast is okay because he rated us, but he was casting this in English as well. And I'm not too sure, like maybe if it was getting too late or something came up. I do know a majority of the viewers did come from Steadfast's stream, so I hope he's okay. I hope nothing too serious came up, and yeah, we really appreciate that he rated us.
And then you guys were sticking around. Like, I hope this didn't disappoint. If it disappointed, then you're just not a fan of StarCraft. If this disappointed, then you're a Terran player.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Like the Terran players, they've got to be feeling bad like after Terran's loss, right?
Yeah, but it's a good day for Brazilian StarCraft players here. Does he have an observer with this? No observer, so he can't clear creep.
Yeah, no observer, but he's pushing out with a lot of Immortals. God. Yeah, with 4
They're
Immortals?
just pushing their friend into the fight.
Yeah, and what
like
does
when you push your friend into it. Oh, get out of there. Yeah, Ryu doesn't have a lot here.
Yeah.
This base is going to go down again.
Oh my god.
It's early to call, but with another 2 rounds of warp-ins, I think nanO's hitting way too strong here, and he's going to be able to finish it.
Especially with the amount of sentries he has, there's not enough Ravagers to deal with the force
but on the other
fields.
side of the map, Ryu's just completely obliterating with the roaches. There's DTs there for defense, but I don't think it's enough.
Oh,
Ryu
God.
is not going to make it in this one. GG. Very quickly, 8 minutes, nanO tying it up. I think nanO's realizing we kind of were in this position, I think, last year in StarCraft. We could still be there, but you want to shut down the Zerg within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, and we saw like after Ryu lost that third base, like that's such a heavy blow. Like at the, you could even argue that at that point you should just either transition into a 2-base all in, or just there's no other way, right? But instead he tried to macro out of it. He tried to throw down his third base again, but it's just so difficult to keep up with the Protoss in that position.
Yeah, with the DT, he just was going so many places with his tech. He had DTs, he had Immortals, he had what else did he have? Zealot, he had Blink Stalkers. He didn't even need the blink there. I don't think he even blinked once that game.
Yeah.
And then he had the Archons, and he was just all over the place. Took out the third base. Like the DTs are not supposed to take out at third base. I gotta tell my homeboy Will the Beast. He only plays StarCraft. He's not a high-ranking player or anything, but he only does DT rushes. I showed him that when I first got him into the game, and that's all he does. And I was like, bro, learn a new build. DTs just don't work. And then every time I see like a professional use DTs, I'm like, hey man, someone went with DTs. I forgot what pro was, a Korean pro, like did blink DTs in like on match point in a huge tournament. Like blinked in on a Zerg, took out the main base and won. I think it might have been like Zest or something. I don't know who it was, but nanO with the DTs, I cannot believe it worked. I love it though. I do love it. Feel a little bad for the Zerg that had to go down, but you got to be tilted after some DTs take you out. Let's see. Is he tilted? Is he on his A game? He hasn't dropped a series yet today. All the marbles on the line, all the points, all the glory. Here it is. This is a tied series, 1-1. It is a best of 5 in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE. It is a teamless Peruvian player, and he goes by the name of Ryu.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player representing Black Knight Esports. It is nanO.
Some of the people in chat just confirming that Steadfast was just tired and ready to go to bed.
It sounds like Steadfast, he actually casted the EU qualifiers earlier today.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that means he did the 4 hours or 5 hours of EU and then into Latin America, and yeah, that's a long marathon. That's something that we didn't attempt. We haven't done any of EU. We just focus on NA and Latin America.
And the ANZ as well.
And ANZ, true. And Taiwan whenever we get a chance, but
yeah. It's been a long week.
It has been a long week. Unfortunately, because of our time zones, like we can't really cover EU like we could. But
I haven't even been able to watch EU at all.
Yeah,
because I've been casting and then sleeping.
At the same time, like for me as a viewer, like looking over at EU, it's like they have so many spots, they have so many qualifier spots. It's like everyone's gonna get through. It's fine. Like
there's really no like even in the final qualifier, it's like who's gonna make it? Only 8.
Yeah.
8 out of the 30 bracket.
Yeah, and it's so rough here in Latin America. We keep talking about this. Only 2 make it through, and it's so rough, especially when there's just so much talent here in the scene.
Yeah, but what better way than to have the Brazilians running the bracket here and one Peruvian player. Like, while I am sad there's no Mexicans left in the tournament, gotta root for the raza, but it's kind of cool to see all of Latin America come out for this.
Yeah, and again, like you can't be too sad. Like, of course, Jim Rising made it through, and that's amazing in and of itself. Yeah,
so very interesting. Ryu, kind of basic openers here. Twilight Council first here for nanO. Is it going to be DTs again? Is it going to be Resonant Glaive?
Yeah, I mean, it could
I
be
think DTs again.
Yeah, I like this. We do have Overlord Speed starting earlier this time for Ryu, so
DTs again.
Oh god, he's going for it again.
I think Ryu can defend it, but the Archon Warp Prism drop follow-up is also pretty strong.
Yeah, he just needs to make sure he scouts it in time. If he sees this before DTs are in his face like last time, then
he will. He got Overlord Speed way earlier. It just finished now.
Exactly.
And he's gonna go in for the scout and see this. which is good. Last game, he really lost because for the first time ever, he had a very late Overlord speed.
Yeah, he got it, but it was very delayed. He was being a lot more greedy with that, and this time he's playing a lot more safe. He sees it before it's halfway done, so now he should be getting ready for it. There we go. Spores are already on the way.
Yeah, good call here. He sees it instantly, throwing down the spores. He always throws down an early roach horn. I like it. Almost 4 minutes, and it's already halfway done. That means he put it down at like 230, 240, something like that.
Yeah, I think
probably exact math.
Yeah, look. We're not doctors, all right? We're not
doctors or scientists. I'm a surgeon in some countries, but that's a different story.
Oh god, and here we go. The DTs are being morphed in across the map with that War Prism. Looks like the Overlord will spot the War Prism. Hopefully Ryu does see it. Yeah, he did. He's getting ready.
Now, one thing about this map is I always wonder, where do you take the second base at? And he just opted to take it on the right.
Yeah.
I feel like normally you go to the left, but the left is kind of like a low ground down on the ramp. Good cancel there. Surrounds the DTs even, and roaches are out, and he doesn't even get him out to do a Archon follow-up. That's rough.
He actually takes everything out, so they can't even turn into Archons.
I was like, why is he going back in with that War Prism? There's nothing to pick up.
Yeah, he was trying, but it was a little bit too late. And yeah, so far, nicely done by Ryu. He's not going to fall for the same thing twice.
Not at all. Blink follow-up just as last time. This is the same game for nanO. It seemed to work for him, so he's going to try it now. Even though he didn't take out the third base, this is still going to be a scary push coming up, just like we saw last game.
Yeah, and just like game number one, I love it. Ryu, he already has an Overlord here just to confirm. He does see the Forge. He should realize that this is the exact same thing. He's going for Blink. He's going for +1. He's probably going to get Zealot Legs as well. This time, now that Ryu has his third base, will he be able to hold against that strong Sentry push?
Yeah, I don't think Ryu went in far enough to see the Twilight Council researching anything.
Yeah.
But he should still know that Twilight Council is going to research something, either Blink or Zealot Legs. I doubt he'd go for Resonating Glaive at this point.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the Forge is a tell. It's usually a tell for like Zealot Legs, because you get that +1 for your Zealots. But yeah, we'll see. As nanO, he is expanding. He's taking a third base, and maybe because he didn't kill the third, maybe he's going to play this out a little bit more passively.
I don't know. I think he'll still go for that big push. I think he realized in game one, you can't take Ryu into the late game.
Yeah, we'll see.
Normally I feel it's the opposite. Like, late game for Protoss lately has been pretty strong. We also have not once, I don't think, seen a shield overcharge, or whatever it's called, battery overcharge for nanO.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really needed to do that. We haven't really seen very many early pushes come out from Ryu.
At the very late game, the first one, when the carriers were by that fourth base, if there were shield batteries there with some overcharge, that could have changed the entire game.
Yeah, I agree. Like, when it comes to these later games, I think it was even yesterday, we saw Protoss players just with heavy static defense on their fringe bases, like a lot of cannons, a lot of shield batteries on their like 5th and 6th bases. But nanO didn't really do that last time. So yeah, it does make it harder to defend when you're pushed back to those bases. Like, there's not really a foothold, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what he does here, how he adapts his opponent. Man, we've just been seeing Ryu take everyone out, and I love it.
Yeah.
If he goes down, I'm so invested in him now. If he goes down, I will cry.
I mean, that won't be the first time today, right? Like,
yeah. I've shed a lot of tears already today. You have a Baneling Nest somewhere?
A lot of good players have gone down, and yes, he does have a Baneling Nest. So I imagine, there we go. Yeah, he's doing it again.
He's gonna try. He's even going for lurkers again. Oh no. I just say oh no because I don't know how this ends.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the push is coming out right now. Lurkers won't be ready for it. But again, this army doesn't look too intimidating. What'll be interesting is if this army hits and the Bane Rain is ready, and then he just like unleashes Banelings above this army.
Which he should. There's not that many Stalkers. Last time he had a bunch of Archons in this. He hasn't thrown any Archons in this mix.
Yeah.
I think Archons would be great. They would tank the Banelings, be able to do a lot of damage, but I guess he also doesn't want to like negate his own force fields.
Yeah.
If he accidentally walks into them.
It does make sense. Instead, he's getting a robotics bay behind this, so either Disruptors or Colossus will be on the way. There it is, Colossus on the way.
There was an Overlord over there, and he was scouted. Oh, nice. A little bit wasteful. Oh, he sees it. That is great. He sees it with the hallucinations. but he didn't force field off in time, and he's already losing a bunch of sentries.
Oh.
Almost all of them go down except for 3 or 4.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a chance for another warp in or 2. The Overlords are coming in for the drops. They're a little bit slow. Can they make it on top of the army? He has to keep kiting. Oh my god, he eats the corrosive vials.
Yeah, and there's no more sentry energy left. There's only 1 sentry left.
Oh my god. Oh my god, 1 corrosive vial just took out 2 immortals. What a shot. He's got to blink back. No, don't eat him. And he's not doing the best micro here. nanO eating a bunch of corrosive vials. And it looks like he does have a superior army here. The drops do go down, but they aren't enough. There's still army here. Surround coming in from Ryu. He's going to be able to clear up this army. Hopefully these stalkers will blink out if they know it's good for him.
Yeah, and just like that, Ryu just completely destroys that army. All the sentries went down, and without the sentries, like, oh god, I feel like nanO probably should have pulled back earlier. He lost all of his immortals.
I think skip the sentries, go Archons.
Yeah, it's hard to say, like, especially because your opponent is going so Ravager heavy that the sentries don't really do too much, right? Like, as soon as they force field, they immediately go down.
Exactly. Sentries aren't really the best here, and Ryu just on point with the scouting. He's gonna go for a huge attack here. I think with these shield batteries and the static defense and the Colossus, it should be an easy hold. He's going for the main. He's going for the natural. He's going for the third. I think he'll get a cancel on that third.
Yeah. He gets a cancel on the 4th base.
On the 4th, yeah, 4th base, yeah, my bad.
And you know, that's all that Ryu really wanted, because behind this we have a hive on the way. We've got Lurker Den, we've got upgrades, and he's finally transitioning.
Ryu, man.
Yeah.
Ryu and its third base being his hive. I'm gonna use that. I don't know what the benefit is, but I'm gonna use it just because Ryu does it.
I don't know either. I feel like it makes it more exposed, so if your third base goes down, it's done. But at the same time, it also gives more health to your base. I don't know if that goes into it. Like,
yeah, and also it's kind of hidden. Like, you're gonna check the main and natural for that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe it stops any Zealot warp-ins from the natural, or the main, I mean.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see if it comes into play at all.
Yeah. There's not too much tech in the main, honestly, for Ryu to lose. I think that's why he does that, to keep from Zealot run-bys.
Yeah, and speaking of run-bys...
Whole army got to be pulled back.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's got to go in the main and natural as well.
Okay.
Oh, Zealot.
Yeah,
Zealot
there is a Zealot bouncer there to stop them from going into the natural, and...
He didn't have the right shoes for this club. He was out of dress code. No centrifugal hooves allowed. Actually, that's Banelings. No carapaces allowed.
Oh my god, he's going for a Lurker drop.
Oh my god. He waited till the very end of the tournament to pull this one out. This is huge. Oh, and he did one already.
Yeah,
oh my god, nanO. You need DTs. You need vision.
Oh my god, and he's raining down upon the workers down here as well. And
he can't do anything.
It's forcing him
going for a main attack. It's an all-in. Lurkers are burrowed. There's no vision here with this army.
Yeah,
oh my god. He can't attack. He's just going to lose everything slowly at home. Oh my god. nanO. Not like this. Ryu completely ripping this army apart, bringing nanO back home. nanO tried to go for an all-in. He can't. 17 probes went down. What does nanO do from here? Ryu's just going to keep dropping lurkers in every base, and the lurker range is about to increase.
Yeah, there's just no vision at all. He's actually making an oracle for vision, and so many workers have gone down. There's no mining at all. He's forced back with his entire army, and now Ryu, he's just macroing up. He's getting his lurker upgrades. He's getting so many vipers as well.
Wow, Ryu styling on nanO with that move. That was just, you know, it's little moves like that. I'm sure Ryu has held off this entire time for that. Like, he's like, don't go lurker drops yet, Ryu. Don't go lurker drops yet. And then he's like, all right, now's the time to go lurker drops.
Yeah.
We've seen him get lurker like 4 games already. Never once did a lurker drop. He opted for the Nidus Worm that never worked for him.
Yeah, it was Nidus that he never used, and the armies may be missing each other a little bit, but now that he's on creep, he does see it. So Ryu, he's repositioning his army. There is vision this time, so he does have that going for him.
Right here, this is a good spot. There he goes. Oh, close. That was a good abducting spot. Ooh, he abducted that like 2 feet.
Not even.
Didn't get it. Oh my god, abducted both. Oh, the blinks. That micro there. These players are doing things that most humans could not fathom to think.
Oh my god, I'm with that. Oh my god,
good mark on the entire army.
He has the vision, but that doesn't matter. He doesn't have the firepower. Like, he can't fight into this regardless, and oh my god.
I think he needs a lot of immortals here.
He
or
needs
Storm.
We keep talking about it. Storm is great, right?
Yeah, he's going straight into carriers though.
Oh god.
I mean, with these lurkers, he just literally cannot get any high. You're gonna abduct the War Prism. You just really can't get any high value AoE damage because they'll just get abducted.
Exactly.
He blinding clouded. Oh my god, the cannon. The lurkers are here. The blink stalkers blink forward. Another blinding cloud goes down. GG Ryu takes game number 3. He is now up 2-1 in the best of 5 series qualifying tournament, matchup, event, game, whatever you want to call it. What are we watching here, man? Ryu and lurkers. I'm inspired. I am very inspired. Lurkers for the win. Ryu's pulling out old styles.
I love it. And again, like a little bit tit for tat here, because game number 2, he went down because he had no vision. Game number 3, same thing for nanO. You know, it's all about that vision.
And Storm, nanO, get Storm.
Right, like the thing with Storm, the thing with High Templar is you don't even need vision to use the Storm. You can just blanket the area with Storm and that's fine.
The only thing that sucks is that lurkers are very long range and it's hard to get Storm in range of that. But if you have Storm and your opponent's not quite burrowed, you can just storm down really quick.
Yeah.
And it's better than trying to get Colossus out or something.
Yeah, especially with like this heavy Viper style as well. Like your Colossus are just these big targets that like these big juicy targets that Ryu wants to abduct. And
Ryu and his Vipers, man, name a better combo.
Vipers
are sick, man. Like, it's been the Vipers that win him the entire tournament. It hasn't been the lurkers, really. He could have done that with like Roach Hydra, Ling Bane Hydra, Roach Hydra, whatever you want to try. With those abducts, man, there's just nothing you can do. Yeah,
we've seen them in this matchup. We saw them against the Ghosts, against Terran as well. Yeah. Ryu has just been on point this game today in general, and he could go all the way. In saying that though, like nanO, he already took 1 game. He just needs to win 1 more, and then we're tied up 2-2. We'll
nanO really has to win it in the early game. Like there was a point in StarCraft where you had to, as a Zerg, you had to beat the Protoss before they got up to 3 or 4 bases because it was impossible to beat them.
Yeah.
And now I think it's kind of not even just for the races in general, but in this matchup, Ryu versus nanO, their play styles. nanO has to close the game out early.
Yeah. Like
I think he needs to get more stalkers early on and just completely deny the scout.
Like once Ryu gets up to 4 bases, like that's his trigger to be like, okay, now I'm just being as greedy as possible and just taking up everything. I'm getting high.
He's like, now I got my 4 bases up. Now I just need some Vipers.
Yeah, and he just gets everything that he needs. So yeah, nanO, I would love to see like maybe like a 2-base all in or something with like heavy immortals. Like it worked last time, right?
Yeah, I like the Immortal Archon combo. That really worked for him. Like, because the most you can get out is Roach Ling Bane maybe, and Immortal Archon with some Zealot legs and a couple Stalkers mixed in. It's really tough. Here we go, flying the interesting Rainer flag here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on Ice and Chrome LE. In the top right-hand corner, it is the Zerg, the Peruvian Viper Lord. This is all on the line right here. This is it. This is match point. Can Ryu pull it off? I said his name already, but here it is. Top right-hand corner, it is Ryu!
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player representing Black Knight Esports. It is nanO.
I'm so excited, man. This is possibly the final match of all of DreamHack qualifiers.
Yeah. I mean, again, like if people want to update us, you know, obviously we don't know what's happening over in Eric versus Turkey Dano. Again, we kind of expect Eric to take that, but at the same time, Turkey Dano, he's incredibly cheesy. It would be an insane upset if Eric doesn't qualify for the main event.
Yeah, that would be absolutely nuts. I just refreshed the bracket. No updates yet.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. This time again, Ryu, he went for that drone scout, just making sure that there wasn't any like proxies or any drones hiding, probes even. So
I would love to pick Ryu's brain for a lot of little things. Like, why did he put the spawning pool there?
Yeah, I mean, typically you put it there because once it finishes, you get more vision in your main base, and at the same time, for defense, you can nestle like a queen there in between the spawning pool and the hatchery.
It feels exposed if some cannons do happen to go down.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least. And like you do this is like ideal against like in a ZVZ. So like in case Lings run in, then like your queen has nice surface area, but in the ZVP, I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Gotta ask him about that and the spore placement. I gotta get an interview with Ryu someday soon. If he wins. If not, then he will be a disgrace and he will be banished from my brain. No, I'm just kidding. I love Ryu, and the way he's been playing has been great. It's been great watching him all day. Like, to pick Ryu that I don't remember who we first watched, but I think we watched Ryu second, or was he the first one?
I think it was second. I believe we casted someone else first. Yeah, we casted no wait. Prohark versus Ryu,
yeah. So we've been with Ryu all day long. What are the odds we pick the one guy and just follow him all the way through the bracket? He beat everyone, and now he's here.
I knew it. I could feel it. I could feel it when I saw the bracket. I'm like, this is Ryu's run. This is where he can go far and face some really strong players as well. Like, it's not like he had an easy bracket. Like when I went to both Terran players, Sinner and Terran, right? And
yeah. So we know his ZVT is just super strong. And here we have a ZVP, man. I hope he can pull it off.
Yeah, and
I hope nanO can pull something off above him. Oh my god!
I love this. This is great. I was pointing it out earlier. He actually went for a very fast Twilight Council. It was even before the wall was finished over here. So yeah, he got it incredibly fast. He's getting Zealot legs as well. And so Ryu needs to scout this, and he needs to scout the gases as well. Like if he sees that there are minimal gases, then he should realize that there's just mass Zealot on the way. Like he's not even mining gases in his main base.
I think nanO needs to take the gases just to trick him. If you don't take the gases, you're screwed.
Oh god, okay, he's going in for the scout. And I would almost want to have like probes there just to like make it look like they're mining, like really, but
nanO needs to take the gas just as a joke.
Yeah,
but he's not going to. Ryu should know something's up.
Yeah, now it's on Ryu. Did he pay attention to the fact that there were no probes mining gas at all? Like that's the big thing.
You have to.
I hope so.
So I think this is interesting. I've only seen this like once on the ladder this entire year. A Twilight Council going to Zealot legs. This is so risky for nanO on game point here. He's all in. Ryu knows. He sees Zealots. He puts down the wall.
Oh god, and the Roach Warren is so exposed. So Roaches, if that falls, then that's gonna be it. That's all he has. Oh, even a backup Roach Warren. I love this.
Oh, that's so smart. No way, nanO, you put it all on the line here. Are you going to be able to pull it off with the Zealot legs? This isn't the end of the game. He can still transition out of this and follow up. There's so much damage coming out from these Roaches and Queens. Perfectly good positioning there in the choke point. He's not even pulling the Lings yet. And the drones. Now he pulls the drones.
Yeah, with the second round, like, are there too many? Oh, I love the whole position with the drones though. He's messing up the AI.
Yeah, so it's not going to be an easy win here. A lot of workers are going down. More Lings, more Roaches, and more Queens are coming out. I think Ryu can hold eventually, but he's going to lose a lot here.
Oh my god, yeah, the Zealots are on top of the
go for the Roach Warren.
Yeah,
the Roach Warren's exposed right now. Oh my god, did nanO do it? Did he do it with the Zealot run by?
We'll see. With one more warp in, I think he's going to secure himself. Yeah.
My god, there's not enough Queens to take out this Warp Prism. This Warp Prism can just keep warping in forever. There's no more Queens. The drones are going down.
Oh my
he's trying to move he's got to move the Warp Prism. Victory GG! Oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into another game. We're getting another game. I can't believe it. Game 4 goes to nanO. What did we just watch right there?
Oh my god.
Zealot legs in 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god.
That's the thing.
Ryu, I hope you're not tilted.
I hope he's okay. But that's the thing with that opener, right? It's so difficult to hold that with just Roaches. Like he had the SimCity, he had the units, but I feel like you need Banelings. You need Banelings if you want to hold against that. Like the Zealots, like, yeah, and maybe even some static defense as well. Like it almost looked like he was gonna hold, but nanO just had enough.
When you get a Zealot run by, from what I remember, because I used to get Zealot run by a lot, you put spines in the corners in between the gas and the minerals, and it lowers the surface area, so you can only get like 1 or 2 Zealots to hit at the spine. You get the queens in right positions. Like, oh man, I cannot believe a Zealot run by just beat Ryu.
Yeah, Zealot all in even, and yeah, it's
yeah, all in. I keep saying run by. It was Zealot leg all in.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it
what the hell? That's
it hits
crazy.
hard. It hits fast. Like it hit a couple of seconds after it got scouted, and
God, this is better than anything I've seen in like GSL or Home Story Cup or anything.
Yeah.
I couldn't have asked for a better last 2 matches. Like we saw it all. DTs. Zealot legs, we've seen resonating glaives, we've seen carriers, we've seen it all. Lurkers, Vipers, Broodlords, TVT, ZVP, PvZ, we've seen everything. What an evening. What an evening. We got all the casters here. Cosmos, Horus, Enki. This is like the holy trinity of Latin American casters here.
Yeah,
the
pretty
CranKy
much.
Ducklings. We got the Brazilian Cosmos. We got Horus and Enki, the 2 main Latin American Spanish casters.
Yeah, I love that the most, that they've like joined forces and Horus and Enki are like casting together. That's like, it's so good to see. And since nanO is asking for a little bit of a break, which I don't blame him, you know, we're in the ace match. I do also want to give some credit, give a little bit of a shout out to Ranger in the chat.
Also, Eric versus Turkey Dano 2-2 at the moment.
Oh my God, they're tied up as well.
Both games are tied up, going in the best of 5.
Oh my God, it's perfect.
All I have to say is ESL, DreamHack, you guys take a look at this, these finals, and take a look at NA and Europe and ANZ and do the math. This is about the best of a final that we'll ever get in any of these qualifiers.
Yeah, like
both players in the best of 5 go to game 5. Oh my God.
Yeah, for the people like just tuning in now, like for quite some time now, we've been trying, we hope that for the next season of DreamHack that we will get a couple more spots for Latin America. Like it's so cutthroat, so many good players just aren't making it through because there are just so few spots to make it out.
Yeah, only 2 qualifying spots out of each Latin American, 3 out of NA, and there's like 4. Or I think it's like 8 in EU, but either way, 4 in NA. But that's besides the point. I can't even talk anymore because I'm so excited. We are once again on match point. Whoever wins this takes it all, and then the map is Pillars of Gold LE spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. It is the Peruvian teamless Zerg. It is Ryu.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player representing Black Knight Esports. It is nanO. Oh boy, and I'm glad that game number 5 isn't on one of the meme maps. It isn't on Submarine. I was a little bit worried that we would end up there, but yeah, we're in Pillars of Gold.
The only real game I've seen on this map that I remember is, I forgot who it was, but they went for the proxied gateway or something up here in the middle of the map, this little platform. And then there was a Protoss, and they just kept trying to hold right there. I forgot who it was, but it was a good one.
Yeah, I think that was during the Latin American qualifiers. It was a PvP. It was State versus Asuna, right?
Yeah, State versus Asuna. That's what it was. It was State. And I think State just held back and defended forever. Yeah,
he was one defending, and eventually because he went Disruptors, the Disruptors slowly chipped away at the army. We also saw, if you recall, yesterday, I think it was Panda Bear Me. This is the one where he went for that Link Flood. I think this is the map where he forgot the Baneling Nest.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, he just completely forgot it.
Yeah, and it just did not work out. So
yeah, man, I hope you guys are on the edge of your seat just like I am. Thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around. Make sure to cheer on your favorite player in the chat. They might be watching, they might not, but they could use your energy.
Yeah.
This is pretty much like Battle of the Americas. This is Sentimiento Latino.
This is basically Sentimiento Latino, which is what we cast every other week on this channel. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the CranKy Ducklings, because Steadfast did raid us, we cast almost every single day, and we cover almost every Latin American tournament that we've had this year. We even covered we were even the official English cast for Copa America last year as well, at the end of 2019. And yeah, if you love Latin American StarCraft, if you love StarCraft in general, like, this is the place to be.
Give him a follow. Also with your region as well. You also do some of the Korean stuff as well.
Yeah,
Ducklings is a spot.
We're gonna be casting.
But yeah, if you guys are in the NA and LA, Latin American, this is a spot.
Yeah. Like we were just talking about the ANZ region. Since Ranger's in the chat, he's a Malaysian player. We also cover the majority of the C/ANZ tournaments on this channel. We do the weeklies, and we did the qualifiers as well for ANZ.
Yeah, but here we do see something. Now I kind of feel bad for nanO. Resonating glaives. Ryu always throws down an early roach horn, which we see. I think his timing's 3 minutes because it's already almost done at the 4-minute mark as usual.
Oh, the double scout.
He's gonna go in for the scout. He's gonna see 2 probes in each gas. Ryu should be able to hold this without any sort of problem.
Yeah, and I love how careful Ryu was going as well. Like, this is the first game I think where we see both overlords go in just so he can make sure he sees everything. He doesn't want to mess up. He doesn't want to like slip up, and he knows exactly what is coming his way. He already has his roach horn ready. He just needs to spread his creep, connect all his bases, and he should be okay. He's even throwing down.
He's doing that right now. He put down all the creep.
Yeah,
1 creep tuner in the main, 1 in the front of the natural, and that's all he needs to connect his 3 bases. And now, man, I feel bad for nanO. This is not the play you want to go with against Ryu.
Well, again, like when it comes to these glaive adepts, like you don't have to deal game-ending damage, and you can transition out of it, but you do need to deal some kind of damage, right? You can't just walk away with nothing. You need to like even shave off like lings or queens or.
I don't remember who's nanO, but maybe in game 1 or something. But we've seen Ryu shut down Resonating Glaives completely, and he does scout all the adepts here.
Yeah, and it wasn't game 1. He did shut it down completely, and we'll see if history repeats itself.
Yeah, there's no way he finishes the shade.
Is he? Oh, he does.
He finished the shade. What a madman! This is pretty much just so he can get a couple workers.
Yeah,
he should be warping in and going into the 3rd as well.
Yeah, he killed all the lings and he killed 2 workers so far. Nice drone pool, goes into the natural as well. Oh, the spine didn't finish. I think he canceled it earlier.
Yeah, and then he put it back down. Yeah, it should have been done a long time ago. Oh, he's going for spore crawlers instead of spine.
And
he realized he had enough roaches.
Yeah, and he's dealing enough damage. 10 workers.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Ryu, you're normally so good at this.
Yeah, I think he was just a little bit overconfident, and it looks like he moved the spine. Yeah, he moved the spine over to his 3rd base. And 12 workers going down. This is good. Like, this isn't game-ending damage, but you need to deal this kind of damage to continue on, and so you're not behind as the Protoss player.
Yeah. Oh god, he's just running his drones everywhere, and he was able to hold. And now the follow-up here for nanO. He's getting an immortal. He's getting his forge again. Maybe the same thing we saw before. Maybe he'll go for blink. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. He's going for the same thing. He's going for his immortals, his blink. We'll see +1 and charge shortly after this. But in the end, Ryu, he does hold. He did take a lot of losses though, and again, this isn't the worst position for nanO. Like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, which makes me scared for Ryu here.
Yeah, oh my god, the adepts are dealing more damage as well. Ryu, he was trying to play this safe, but in the end, like, damage was found, and yeah, we've gotten to the point where Ryu, he's behind in workers, he's ahead in bases, and now he can focus on droning up, which is exactly what he's doing. But pretty soon he's going to need to throw down the 4th as well and try and, you know, not catch up, but try and, you know, keep up with nanO. Yeah,
and he just keeps causing damage. These spore crawler positionings don't seem. Yeah, he needs that one more.
Yeah,
out there in the dead space. He's gonna get another worker with this. There's just so little anti-air. He's really just moving around the whole base with his War Prism.
Yeah, and this is buying so much time. Like, this is keeping Ryu busy, completely busy. His entire attention is trying to deal with this War Prism. And meanwhile, like, nanO, he's completely fine at home. He's just macroing up. He's taking up as well. I do like that Ryu did send in his Overseer, so he sees everything.
He's so fast.
He sees
he
sees the gateway explosion as well.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see nanO go into the same composition that has not worked for him yet.
but it could work now, right? Like,
yeah, with the low worker count.
Yeah,
and with he's throwing a little bit more immortals. I think he only had 3 last time or 2. We saw this push out. He's going more immortal heavy, splitting the army, maybe on purpose, maybe on accident, I don't know, but he's even getting shield batteries and static defense back at home. I think nanO's on point here.
Yeah, and Ryu, he's trying to set up the same way he always does. He's got dropper lords on the way so he can rain banelings down. You know, he's got his baneling nest as well. So he's setting up the same way, except this time his army won't be anywhere near as strong because he's been spending so much lava trying to rebuild his economy.
Yeah, he's got dropper lords here. I think Ryu needs to start doing some sort of cheeky plays to keep nanO on the other side of the map, because if nanO comes across the map right now, there's just not enough to hold here.
Oh my
Ryu
God.
even transitioning into Hydras.
Yeah, I think this is too soon to be investing in that. Like, you need everything you can to defend, and this could be the game-ending push.
This map with these sentries in this position, I think the sentries are going to fare him well here.
Oh, the baneling's not
And
ready.
Here comes just about the final attack here. If this doesn't go well, if Ryu doesn't hold, it's all over.
Oh
nanO is pushing in. Force fields come down. Oh, he grows about a couple of sentries. He doesn't have that many Ravagers. He's going for the drops, but they're not full.
Yeah,
he's trying to drop on top of this.
Yeah, he needs to buy just a little bit more time. The banelings have all finished. He's filling up those dropper lords. Wow, but it looks like the third base may come down. This is it. This is his moment.
He's not quite yet going for a 4th base, so if this one goes down, he will be very low on economy. Oh my God, it's coming down to the wire. They're just about even in army supply. A bunch of Banes get caught stuck, and they just go down for free. Dropper lords are getting target fire down. The base has gone down and is being abandoned. Ryu on his last leg here. Oh my God, is it gonna go down like this? There's so many stalkers here. Overlord, dropper lords are going down. They're getting sniped, allowing for Ryu to get some more shots in. The stalkers blink up. They're taking everything out. The army count is dwindling here. Ryu has nothing left. GG, nanO wins. nanO takes it. He is the final one to qualify here. There is no Peruvian in the tournament now, and Ryu is gonna go home with nothing. GG, nanO. Oh my God. Wow, Ryu, I'm so heartbroken right now.
Oh my God, just nanO does it. He does it. He qualifies. I would say, again, we've been following, it's such a shame. We've been following Ryu this entire tournament. We were hoping that this would finally be his run to qualify, and nanO takes it all the way to the ace match and edges it out in the end.
Yeah, man, well played by both of those players. I couldn't have asked for a better finals. Well, I could have if Ryu won, but man, and Eric, I believe, is he done yet? He's still in his game. They're still in game number 5. So
oh my God,
we'll see. We'll get you guys the details on that as it transpires. We'll get the info here before it is represented on the bracket. But man, I'm so sad for Ryu. I really wanted him to win. I can't believe Glaive to Depths. It was Glaive to Depths that did it to him.
Oh, we got results in the ESL chat.
3-2. It just ended. Eric is the other qualifier, the Brazilian player. Oh my God, that is what we expected. Eric really needed to make it here. He was one of the favorites to come out of the bracket in day 1, and he barely did it in day 3. 2 Turkey nanO. Good game to both of them. And now we have our 2 finalists, nanO and Eric.
Wow, GG, well played. And nanO coming out of left field. I don't know if the people in the chat have seen it, but we have a couple of articles in Spanish as well as in English about our kind of predictions going into this tournament. And nanO wasn't on anyone's radar. I think it was me. I think Horus and Enki did one as well. Darking and Toppin. Like we all gave like our power rankings, and nanO just came out of left field.
Man, that was so rough to watch. I'm hurt, guys. I'm hurt. I try not to take sides. You know, I'm a caster. I shouldn't take sides. But man, I was really, really rooting for Ryu here. There's a lot of fans for Neo here in the chat, though. All the Brazilians, Ranger. I'm sure he has some fans. So good on you, nanO. But man, Ryu, man, he fought so hard.
Yeah.
And I think he just lost to to a poor defense here to the adepts.
It was like, again, we saw him making that spine in his natural, and then he moved it over to his third base, so it didn't come into play at all when defending the adepts. They never went to the third base until the very end, and even then, like, he kept losing drones. Like, the defense just wasn't there. I don't know if it came down to like maybe nerves, like you're going down to the ace match, right?
It had to be nerves because he was so good in the first match defending it. They literally got no kill, and he moved his spine to the third base to defend, which is smart, but there was no drones at the third base to kill.
Yeah.
If he kept spine in his main or natural, it would have kept the defense good, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's StarCraft. It's a game of very small, minor things, and any other best of 5, maybe Ryu could have won, but not today. It wasn't in the cards. We'll see you in Battle of the Americas, Ryu, or Sentimental Latino.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, and what a game, what a series. It was
a way to end this entire week of casting.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it's great that Latin America was last, because like these are always amazing. They're always so close, and there's always so much like intensity between like all these players and who's gonna make it out and who's not. And yeah, what a way to end the qualifiers.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, you guys just tuning in, we've done Latin American and North American, which are change days. One's Monday, one's Tuesday, one's Wednesday, one's Thursday, for me at least. But yeah, so we've been going all week. This is day 6?
Yep, day 6.
Yeah, day 6. We did 3 Latin American, 3 NA, and while they were all really good, man, this was by far the best one. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the raid. Thanks to Sinistro for being the admin for all these tournaments, and it was really sick, man. It was sick. I'm happy we got to cast it all.
Yeah, thanks. I'm sure Sinistro is very happy. He's also Brazilian. You know, his boys made it out today.
He did the bracket this way on purpose.
Just kidding. We got our eyes on you, Sinistro, and the way you've been seeding. Shout out to the godfather of Latin America himself, Darking, in the chat. He's
pretty much been adminning. Yeah, he's been the co-admin this whole time.
He's been keeping us up to date on scores. What a guy, letting us know what's been happening, giving us fun facts as well.
He could have been doing anything else this week, but he's been tuned in here and live updating on all their matches.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it right. Like this is his scene, you know. This is
he's got to be here. He's even participated, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I can't believe it's over. Now would be a good time to say follow and subscribe if you can. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription every month to Twitch. If you didn't know, you can set that up. And you don't have to subscribe to us, but you do have a free one. But I'd appreciate the support. Yanji, even in the chat popping up. Oh my God.
He didn't even play.
Where have you been?
Oh my God.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, I just have a lot of emotions to dissect right now with Ryu not making it. I'm happy for Eric though. I wish I could have seen how that went down. I'll probably watch the VODs, but man, Ryu, GG. Let me go over one more time who all qualified here for the event, and even the people who were asked to join from Latin America. We really didn't have too many players. The invited players were Kelazor, the Brazilian player, and Special, the Mexican player. And qualifying was Cham, a Mexican Zerg, Eggs, the Colombian Zerg, Eric, the Brazilian Zerg, Jim Rising, the Mexican Zerg, and then only 2 Protosses, Darkness and nanO. So we have 2 Protoss, 2 Terran, 4 Zergs coming out of the Latin American qualifiers, or the Latin American side of this tournament. And yeah, man, that is the final match. We watched it all here. DreamHack StarCraft 2 Masters 2020 Summer Qualifier number 3 for Latin America. It's been real, man. Thanks for having me, Light.
It's been insane. It's been a great week. It's been more than that because we had like a day break before we started the qualifiers. And if you recall, we were doing the Chilean tournament as well. Was
longest tournament we've ever casted. 8 hours straight, like 200 signups, 170 people showed up, and we saw most of the players here.
Yeah, it was a great like prelude into the main events for DreamHack qualifiers.
If you guys don't know, Darkness qualified. I think it was day 1 or day 2 of Latin America. Day 2, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe day one. It doesn't matter. But Darkness is a old school player that just popped back up. He just started playing again, and the first time we saw him was a couple days ago in that Chilean tournament, and he won it. He won the whole tournament.
Yeah, he won the entire thing over Dastan, and then he just showed up, and I think he even he even qualified in #1, right? Was it Cham and Darkness day one? Like,
I'm looking it up right now. I'll have that info in 5 seconds.
Yeah, because day two was Jim and Eggs. So.
Yeah, day one, Darkness beat Eric.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Eric beat Turkey Dano 2-0 to face Darkness. Darkness beat Sagan. Cham beat the Zerg Lord and Terran. So, yeah, that's what we were wondering. We were like, okay, Darkness out of nowhere comes, wins the Chilean tournament. How's he gonna face up in Battle of the Americas or Sentimiento Latino? And he didn't show up for those because this happened right after, and he showed us that he could qualify day one. So I'm excited to see the future of Darkness really in all this.
He's the
I'm
one
excited to see how Cham does and Jim Rising. It's a lot of huge things here for the Latin American scene.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of hype around like Eggs, who's been grinding insanely well this year. Darkness, who's just coming back, and everyone's kind of wondering like where he is skill wise compared to some of these other guys. Like if he can take down Eric, can he also take down Cham? Like it's possible. It's hard to say. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to, out of all the main events for each of the regions, I'm looking forward to the Latin American one the most.
Oh my god, it's gonna be nuts. I don't care what time it is. I will be up for it.
Exactly. And so far no details have been announced as to how like the casting will be for the main event. If we can, we will try and be involved, as you know, we're always trying to be involved in Latin American StarCraft. So yeah, hopefully we can try and get in there. Otherwise, I don't know how ESL has set it up, but I imagine they'll be covering it on the mainstream.
Maybe we can get an A or B stream up there going.
Yeah, again, like the schedules haven't been announced, so I don't know if they're going to be overlapping like these qualifiers have been overlapping. Because if so, then maybe ESL wouldn't even cast everything. It's hard to say.
Then maybe we could be the main cast.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. Either way, it'll be good. Either way, we get to cast the Latin American, or the Latin American get to be on the mainstream and get the shine they deserve.
Yeah. Hopefully that, like, if there is a mainstream, hopefully they cover everything. That'd be great to see.
It's an elite squad. There's like 6 players from Latin America coming in here. It's like eight players total coming in from Latin America, as opposed to like the 20 from EU and the 12 whatever it is from NA and ANZ and all everything going on. So it's really interesting to see. I'm happy for Latin American StarCraft as a whole. Like shout out to Darking for all he does. Shout out to Sinistro. Shout out to CranKy Ducklings, Light, you and Kuro doing the Lord's work, keeping Latin America alive, keeping the streams here for all the English players. Like, I love Latin American StarCraft, but I'm not the most fluent in Espanol or Portuguese. So, you know, if I weren't casting with you, I would have to be watching you guys.
yeah, it's great. It's great. And also, of course, like, huge shout out to Darking. Like, he helps make a lot of it possible. Like the tournaments themselves, like he runs everything in the Latin American scene. There's a reason why we call him the godfather of Latin America. He's the guy to look at, the guy to ask. And he always backs us up. He vouches for us. He puts us in good stuff. Like, you know, it's all good. I love the community here, especially within the Latin American scene. Yeah, it's all one big family out here, and I'm excited for the future. You guys should be too. If you're into Latin American StarCraft, there's a lot more tournaments coming up, not to include the weeklies we have that we cast every week here. You guys can check that out. Follow the Instagram, Twitter, all that for info. But man, there's just so much good StarCraft coming up. I'm excited. Yeah, definitely. And there's that. We're not done for the day. Like, we're done here, but Yakuzaku and I will be casting ESL Open Cup Asia in 7 hours. So yeah.
Good luck. You're actually casting today.
Yeah, I'll actually cast. You know, like, it's not like we had an 8-hour cast again. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It did end pretty early today.
Yeah. So
like average early timing today, but man, the games were good and fast today. I enjoyed it. Both finals went to a best of 5 series. You can't ask for like a better bracket lineup than that. Like, yeah. You know, sometimes there's just some complete smashes in the final matchup, but man, these were both good. I'm excited, and even though we just casted for an entire week straight, this is only the beginning, as that was just to qualify for the main event. Yeah. Details will be announced soon. Make sure to follow us for more. But DreamHack, Masters, ESL tournament, It's the summer one. It's 2020. Freaking sick. It's barely starting. Even after all this, it's barely freaking starting. Y'all stay tuned and make sure to follow, subscribe, all that stuff. And I think we're pretty much done here for the evening, Light.
Yeah. I think the last thing to say is, of course, check out our YouTube channel. All the VODs will be posted there. If you want to tune into all the other qualifiers that we casted, right now they are available on our Twitch channel. They're all highlighted. They've got their nice thumbnails that Kura worked it on. So, they're available as well if you do so wish. They will be released over the next couple of weeks over on YouTube, since there's a lot of VODs to go through.
There's quite a few.
yeah. There's a lot. I think
that's it, man.
Yeah,
if you guys want to follow me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch, Yoda_Slim. But #1, if you guys want to support me in any way, if you like how I casted, if you hate how I casted, regardless, just follow CranKy Ducklings, subscribe, and support us, support the Latin American scene. Sign up for tournaments, play the game, watch us play, watch the streams. That's how you support mostly. And that is all for me here. Light, where can they find you at?
Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do stream occasionally and I do tweet whenever we go live, but most importantly, just like Yodaslim said, follow the channel, CranKy Ducklings. We're here, we're live almost 7 days a week. We were live 7 days a week last week. Just constant StarCraft, whether it's Latin America, NA, ANZ, Korea, it's all here. The only thing, I'll be honest, the only thing that we don't cover here is EU StarCraft. It just doesn't line up for us.
Maybe in the future, once I get some more computer parts and get my stuff running, I can try and pull Small Nighter solo.
We'll try and do something like maybe in the future if CranKy Ducklings grows, of course. But
if you guys do want some EU, let us know. Message us on Twitter, Instagram, in the chat. If we get enough people to request it, we'll try and make it happen.
I think the only EU thing that we did, which I don't think you were a part of it because it was done in such short notice, but we were the B stream for Wardy. I think it was like the summer championship.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a couple
Isn't IEM also kind of like a European thing?
Yeah, true. I mean,
we did IEM.
We did do IEM. Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good day, evening, social distance, wash your hands, wear a mask. Say Happy Father's Day to your fathers, and as well as Darking the Godfather of StarCraft. And thank you guys for watching. I guess we'll catch you later. Buenos dias. Adios. Shout out to all the Latin American people out there.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for watching. Ciao.
Adios.